My name is John Greiner-Ferris. I'm a playwright in Boston, and I am also the co-founder of Boston Public Works Theater Company, which is a theater company composed of 7 playwrights. And I'm also the founder and artistic director of Alley Cat Theater. December 12, 2008. I started my very first play, finished it in May, got a reading for that in Boston with Whistler in the Dark Theater. Applied for it and it was accepted at Boston University's Boston Playwrights Theater program, and graduated from that in 2011. Plank is it's a one-act play, and it is a story about a woman who is adrift on a piece of wood out in the middle of the ocean. Then she is rescued by civilization, and then what happens. It's a lot about how we as people become self-actualized, and then what happens when civilization or society takes that self-actualized person and what it does to them and our reaction to it. It's about 40 minutes long. It's a one-act play. Started because I was working on a full-length play and I got stuck, and I decided to go over here, write something else. So I just kind of pulled up a blank page on the screen and thought to myself, what is the simplest nothing thing you can think of? It's the most uncomplicated thing. And I thought to myself, a piece of wood floating out in the ocean. So I basically wrote these stage directions that said something like, a plank out in the middle of the ocean, sparkling sunlight. Okay, then I needed a character, and so the character either had to fall out of the sky or come out of the ocean, because there wasn't any other place for them to come from. And so I had the character Potpee, which is really an acronym for person on the plank. She popped up out of the ocean and grabbed the plank and climbed aboard. And I think that first time, that's about all I wrote. I just got her up on the plank. And then every so often I pulled the script up and write a little more and see what Potpee was up to out in the middle of, what would you do out in the middle of the ocean? She does all right for herself. Plank does not tie up neatly in a bow at the end. But Plank is being produced in collaboration with Alley Cat Theater, with Out Loud Theater in Providence. It's not hard to stage for the right people. It's not traditional theater. You work with people who are really used to working with in a devised theater environment. Alley Cat came out of the experiences I was having at Boston Public Works. Alley Cat is in a digital world as much as we can, with a digital presence. I don't even know, I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself even to have a season every year. I'm just going to do my art. That's all I'm going to do. And if I have a play to go up, well, and it does. If I meet another playwright who I go, oh yeah, we would really work well together in the room together. Let's co-produce your play. If I find one that I'm really excited about, it's just, I think that's the way art should be. It shouldn't be on some sort of, schedule. Self-producing is extremely hard. It isn't for everyone. But if you're wired in that way, I think it's perfectly fine to go ahead and try it. For me, making theater isn't just simply writing a script and then putting the script up. It's actually building the whole theater. Don't be afraid to start your own company. Don't be afraid to write your first play or write that play that you've always wanted to write. I think everybody should be starting theater companies in Boston. I don't think there are too many.